Hello everyone and welcome back. As you can see, this is the inside of the windmill here. And like I was saying, I had the entire thing set up here with the millstone hooked up to the axles here, which go to the gearbox that's in the roof there. May not be able to see it very well from here. And if we go up to the second floor using my ladder, you can see the other side of the gearbox coming up here. That's another gearbox here. So I'll go up here, and yeah, it's nighttime outside. So, and this is where I'm going to put the windmill. And you'll notice here you've got the redstone torches as a means of applying that power when I need it to turn it off. So break this here, break this. This is where the gearbox is actually going to go. I haven't put the gearbox in yet because I needed to leave the space open for the actual windmill placement here. See, what happens is I've got the axles out here, two of them there and the further one out there, and the windmill down there. Sliding out here. I turned the volume way down because I have so many cows. So many cows, it's not even funny. So many cows. I need to go kill them. So you can see from down here, I need to do more with the outside of this. But here's the big moment here. We're going to try putting the windmill onto the axle out here. So no, ow, no, fail. Need to break this wood block here, get out of my way. Now, either this is going to work, or I'll need to lengthen a little bit because I'm not exactly sure how much space some of the lower structure is going to get in the way or not. Yeah, and as you can see the message there, not enough room to place the windmill. It means the lower structure is probably getting in the way a bit. Remove this, because like I said, it's like a 13 by 13 thing, so it's huge. Yeah, see, you can see down there where the lower structure is, it's getting in the way. So what I gotta do instead is use some dirt to make a temporary extended platform here. Use this. No. There we go. So now we have 3 axles, because as I said, there can be up to 3 axles between gearboxes, because you can't place a 4th because the 4th will break. And that should be more than enough distance there. So let's try it again. And there we go. Giant turning windmill. So we've got power running through these 3 here. So at this point we'll place down our last gearbox. I'll place it this way. Nope. And as you can see, the steam effect, or the effect here that happens is also a way of letting you know that it's getting power. So I'll place redstone on top of it to connect it to that setup so that I can turn it off. And then I will put these planks of wood back there, nice and neat. And where's my torch? There, the torch back there. Hop down here. You can see it in action. As you can see, it's got power running all the way down to the millstone here. So, what I'll do here is grab my 3 stacks of hemp and put them in here. And as you can see, it's loading, it's grinding it without me having to do anything now. So after all that work, it encourages you both to do what Minecraft does best, build things, but also build things with the idea in mind of creating, making it easier to produce goods. So you can see the hemp fibers coming off of there now, and they're being collected by the water and coming down here and then collected by the cauldron right here. So that's one of the really nice things about Better Than Wolves, is that it's designed with the idea that it encourages us to build things, which is really what Minecraft is all about, building stuff. And it takes that and encourages us to use it functionally to, I guess I should say, expand our resources, so to speak. I gotta worry about creepers now. Don't want creepers. I hate creepers. Die, creeper. Oh, I'm out of arrows. Darn it. Well, as I was saying, what it does is it encourages us to create structures that have actual purposes. It's not just that the windmill is aesthetic, it actually has a real function that allows us to process goods and materials to create more things. For example, part of the reason why I wanted to get that windmill up and running is that it means now I can grind all this hemp much more efficiently, and I no longer have to stand over it. Now I can produce lots of hemp, which means it's going to be a lot easier to do other things. So it's just, I guess it's, I don't know if I'm explaining it very clearly, but the net result is that over time there's this kind of cumulative effect where as we add more things, more structures, things that were harder to do earlier on become increasingly easier and abundant. So, like for example, when I was starting out, hemp was not, there wasn't a lot of hemp around. Now I've got this whole field, and it was very time consuming and energy draining to grind it by hand. Now that I have this windmill, I'll now have extensive materials to produce lots and lots of hemp and rope and build more structures. And so what was once very hard to come by and very tedious to do now becomes abundant and much easier. And that's kind of how Better Than Wolves continues to excuse me, work, is that it's got this cumulative effect where as you build things over time, you constantly expand your repertoire of resources and can build more and more complex and more challenging things. So, well, you'll see that more in action as the Let's Play goes on. But I just wanted to touch base on one of our first major landmarks here with the building of the windmill. So, yay. And I will see you soon. The next major step is getting wolves, because wolves will produce dung. And yeah, that's dog poo, basically, yeah. But wolf dung is going to be another key ingredient, but I'll touch on more of that in the next video. So until then.